I hear you.
I hear you.
I just, welcome everyone to Wildcat Stadium. It's senior night here in Brookville, Indiana, where your
Franklin County Wildcats at 6-2 are set to take off against their final home game of the season versus the 7-1 North Decatur Chargers here on Friday Night Football. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Wildcat Stadium, where your Franklin County Wildcats are getting ready to come out the tunnel here any moment and face off against the North Decatur Chargers. Rylan, last home game of the year, 6-2, great record. Final test here of the season against a strong powerhouse in the 1A program. They're 7-1 coming into this game. They're number 4, I believe, in the 1A category, as we're number 11 in 3A. This is not going to be an easy game. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely an unfamiliar opponent with North Decatur coming into town. Can't tell you the last time we played them, if we've ever played them. Again, being a 1A program, a very, very strong 1A program, we'll see how the classes really show the difference of the size of the school and the program. We'll see how they stack up a very high-ranked 4-1A.
Yeah, typically what you'll see in that the category difference is on both sides of the line of the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have a lot bigger kids usually. Obviously, their year-to-year basis is different all the time, but you're still going to have a lot of skill positions that are going to be just as equal to us.
Yeah.
I know they have one player by the name of Thackeray that really does a lot for them, carries a heavy load in running and in receiving, and he's turned out a really nice year.
Yeah, especially on the run game, 78 carries, pushing 600 yards and 8 touchdowns on the year. Also, receiving for 280 yards and another 5 touchdowns. And on the other side of the ball, with 39 total tackles.
Yeah, and I believe that leads the team. He's definitely a player. He's a senior. He's going to bring their leadership. They do have quite a bit of seniors on that team, so shows why they're such a good bunch of football players. But this is going to be a little bit of a test. I know we're going into sectionals next week. The conference has already been won by Franklin County, which is amazing. And this game doesn't really have any meaning to it in the sense that it matters going into postseason or anything like that, but it is senior night here in Franklin County. These seniors want to come out, they want to put out a good showing, they want to finish their year at home with a good game.
Yeah, definitely. They want to finish their last run here at home with a win against, again, unfamiliar opponent.
Yeah, and tonight, I believe with Wyatt Bowling's back in the lineup, played last week against Batesville, did really, really well. Is wearing kind of a hefty brace, but more precautionary than anything. He did run the ball a lot and ran it efficiently. And we are missing on the right side of the line Eli Amrine tonight, and he is being replaced by Blake Stevenson, who's switching jersey numbers from 12 to 59, so he can play a little bit at that right tackle position. Everybody else seems to be pretty healthy.
I think it's an excellent substitute, putting Blake in there.
Yeah, big physical football player. Definitely has shown that he can catch the ball going over the middle. He does have a touchdown this year, but kind of a switch army knife, you know? Well, we have just under 6 minutes before the kickoff of this first half of this final home game. The Franklin County cheerleaders are out there doing their thing, waiting for the Wildcats to come out of the tunnel, and then we'll be underway. A little bit of stats for tonight coming into tonight's game. For Franklin County, 6-2 record, number 11, as I said, in the 3A Indiana. QBs, we've pretty much lined up 3 QBs QBs this year with the injuries. Why Bowling being the lead one, 45 of 70 on the season for 665 yards, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pretty good numbers in the limited times he's played since he's been out for a few games. When he was gone, Logan Troyer stepped in one game. He's 15 to 40 on the year for 175 yards, a touchdown. And Mason Weeby, as a running back, really filled the position and helped out when there was a lot of injuries going on, taking the snaps. He's 9 of 18 throwing for 153 yards and a touchdown. But obviously, in that Wildcat formation, he ran the ball a lot from behind center. All right, here come the Wildcats, set to enter the tunnel.
Entrance Defense, Deer Cottage, and Zimmer Tractor. And tonight at halftime, if you bought one of those tickets for their 12-man club's big money raffle, stay tuned. Find out who's the big winner. Frederick County has won the toss and elected Frederick County has won the toss and deferred the second half.
And here we go, set for kickoff. Wildcats lost the toss to North Decatur. They selected to receive. Wildcats are set to kick off. Ben Harvey with the big leg. Let's see what he can do at the start of this game. He's been known for putting them in hard spots for the returners to be able to field it. Let's see how it goes here. And he's set. Here we go. Little dribbler down the middle. Hard to handle again. Two Chargers finally picked up and taken down on a fumble on a play.
Looks like the Wildcats recover. That is Justin Perry. But a flag comes flying out towards the sideline.
Yeah, you're going to have a bunch of celebration on the field there. Ran into the referee on that sideline judge. But great kick again by Harvey right down the middle. Low dribbler, hard to handle. Goes, squirts right through two hands of the Chargers. Finally gets scooped up, and immediately he was hit, dislodging that ball from him and picked up by Perry.
Yeah, that was an amazing kick. Ref saying he was down by contact. It's going to be North Decatur's ball.
Are you serious? Oh.
But an impressive kick by Ben. He's showed that he can those little squib kicks. He's been doing them all year, and they're just like, I don't know, he's got too much spin. Every time they hit someone's hand, it's just completely the other way.
Oh, what a break for the Chargers. I'm telling you right now, he was not down by contact. But nonetheless, here we go. First down. Makes the handoff.
Helmet comes flying off.
Oh, yeah.
Side judge, ref throws the flag. He's going to have to strap down a little better.
That's Thackeray, number 29, their lead back, lead receiver, lead tackler for the entire team. He was the one that lost his helmet on the play. They did call a face mask against the Wildcats.
Okay.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers. 27-yard line. Hand off to Thackeray. Finds a hole on the left side. Tackled down low by Clark for a decent gain on the play. Now, running is this team's specialty, Rylan. They do throw the ball, and they throw it efficiently, but they definitely run the ball way more than they throw it.
Chargers line up, 2nd and 4 on the 34-yard line.
Fakes the handoff to Thackeray.
Hit as he threw. It's going to overthrow his target.
Yeah, great job by Perry there. You saw Perry. He did not fall for the fake handoff. He saw the quarterback, his eyes when he turned around, and he went right after him. Hit him square in the chest as he was releasing the football, causing the overpass.
Going to bring up 3rd down for the Chargers.
Wildcat fans, get loud. It's 3rd down.
Thackeray is the lone setback. Tight end in motion across the field. Is a handoff to the right side. Thackeray finds a hole and gets past the yard line to gain for a first down, Chargers. Well, just here on this first drive, Rylan, I'm noticing that the Chargers' offensive line is capable of handling this game.
Yeah, I mean, 1A school, they got some big boys up front. Showing
that time running Thackeray in the fullback position, giving a quick handoff off the left side, and he breaks a few tackles for a gain of 12.
It's going to be first down, Chargers across the 50.
Yeah, this is going to be big here for the Wildcats. They need to set a tone on the defensive line and let them know that you're in the big boys' house here. No more holes for the Chargers. Ooh, that's going to be a penalty. Illegal motion by the Chargers as the pass was made to their tight end, number 89, Meister. But it is going to come back for an illegal motion. Your receiver on the bottom of your screen made his motion but was not set for a full second before they snapped the football. So it would have been a gain of 9 on first down. It's going to be a loss of 5 on the penalty, bringing up a 1st and 15. Chargers coming out with an unusual 4-receiver set at the bottom of the screen. Thackeray in motion. Fakes the handoff. Looks deep. Has a wide open receiver. He is taken down from behind by Mason Wee, but man, he busted loose and nobody was there for him. Yeah, that's going to put the Chargers inside the red zone. That was a well-designed play by the Chargers there and their coaching staff. This time we got another rare formation. They overloaded to the right with both tight ends. Hand off to Thackeray down the right side. He's able to shed 2 tackles before a third tackler takes him down. That's going to be another good gain of 6 yards by the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers early in this game showing they can hang.
Bring up a 2nd down and 4. Tries to give him the hard count. Looks like a false start. It's going to be called here on the Chargers as the quarterback was given a hard count, trying to see if they can draw Wildcats offsides. They did jump, but they never crossed into the neutral zone. However, the offensive line on the right side did, and that is going to be a false start on the Chargers.
Going to make it 2nd and 10 on the 14. Looks like that hole was stuffed.
Yeah, good job by the Wildcats there on the right side. They definitely filled that hole, and we weren't letting them go anywhere on that play.
Lucky they get a yard there. They're not going to give it. It's going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 9.
Quarterback for the North Decatur is Matthew Fields, number 7. He is a senior. He's going to take the snap in the shotgun. He's looking left the entire way. Looks over the middle. It is picked off
by Elijah Newmeister, the big boy.
Elijah Newmeister refusing to go down after the interception. Only brings it back about 3 or 4 yards, but takes 3 or 4 Chargers to take him to the ground. You saw Fields drop back on that play, and he was eyeballing the left side the entire time, staring down that receiver. Never looked off the middle linebacker. Newmeister just stood there in the hole and waited for the throw and jumped underneath it. That's the old bend and don't break defense there, as they did march down the field with somewhat relative ease, Ryland. But, again, Wildcats made the play. They now have the football on the 20-yard line. Bowling under center, takes a snap. It is going to be a quarterback keeper. Makes a man miss out the left side and runs out of bounds after about 7 yards on the gain. Let's make it 6 yards on the gain. Showing really quick that Wyatt's knee is feeling pretty healthy for him. This time we got trips right. Wyatt keeps it again, right up the middle this time, pushing the pile. Going to be short of the line of gain by about a yard, bringing up a 3rd and short.
It's going to make it 3rd and 1. See what the Wildcats have designed up here.
He calls for Wee Wee into the backfield, switching with Gilman, as Gilman will enter the slot position. Probably looking for a Mason Wee Wee handoff to the inside, and it is up the middle. He makes a good jump cut to the right and pushes ahead for about a 4-yard gain, which is going to be good enough for a Wildcat first down.
Good enough for a Wildcat. First down.
Good job by Stevenson and Brunneman there on that right side of that line, creating a sizable hole for him, and Wee Wee saw it and made a nice little jump cut to the right. We got a pitch out to the right to Wee Wee. Makes another man miss and is taken down by number 88 for a short gain, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like we have a holding against the Wildcats. That's going to back them up.
Going to make it 1st and 20 for the Wildcats.
Those are costly penalties, you know. Moving the football, doing a pretty good job. You hate to see holding calls. They happen in this game. They say there's a holding on every play, and that time they got flagged for it. Another handoff to Wee Wee. He is stuffed down the middle for maybe a gain of 1 on the play, 2. Let's see if the Wildcats decide to take a shot here. Got Dozier lined up the bottom of your screen, matched up one-on-one. There is a safety back, but he is shading pretty far inside because of the slot receiver, so he's pretty much one-on-one on coverage here. See if they take a look at it. And decides to make the quick pass. Good blocking by Brunneman on the outside, allowing Dozier to jump cut to the inside and get a few yards on the play.
Makes it 3rd and manageable with that chunk play. See what the Wildcats want to do here on 3rd and long.
This time he's lined up in the backfield in the shotgun with Gilman by his side. Dozier in motion across the formation. He's at the top. He looks at him in the left flat. He makes the catch. He's got nothing but space. All he's got to do is break one tackle. He does, and he's taken down by a host of Chargers, but not after getting the enough yards for the first down.
Wyatt Bowling to Carter Dozier. Good enough for a Wildcat. First down.
That was a well-designed play there. I love how he came across the formation. Receivers pulled out all the DBs, leaving an underneath throw. Nobody there to defend it. Caught the ball with open space. All he had to do is make one man miss to get that first down. Well designed. Now they're giving a huge cushion to Dozier.
Yeah, I don't want him to be able to press up. Bowling with the QB draw, going to get about 6.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Wildcats patent play, right? Like, get the ball, let the quarterback keep it. It's easy. You don't have to worry about the handoff. He's the fastest guy on the team probably. The line does a good job opening up the middle. You worry about the wear and tear maybe, but every time he's good for 6 yards.
That's going to be pretty close. We'll see where the ref spots this.
Looks like he's spotting them on the line to gain. I think they're going to signal for a first down. And they are.
Good enough for a Wildcat. First down.
Pretty much back-to-back the same plays there for Bowling. Taking the ball right up the middle. Had Gilman as his lead blocker. Just followed him right through the hole. Personnel switches a little bit. He's got Foster at the top of the screen all alone. Gilman in the slot. Dozier at the bottom of your screen. Wee Wee in the backfield. Takes a snap. It's a pitch out right to Wee Wee. It's a little too far. He's able to jump on top of it, but it's going to be a loss of 3 or 4 on the play.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, that pitch was just a little bit too far out of his reach. Not really Mason's fault, however. He did a great job getting on top of the football.
What, Bowling up the middle? Found a hole.
Just when he jumps out to the right,
And,
finds a
yep.
hole, and he is gone. Nobody's catching him. Nobody's catching him. Touchdown, Wildcats. 18, Wyatt Bowling.
Wyatt Bowling. Down the right side. Good enough for a Wildcat. Touchdown.
Yeah, they opened up a nice little hole for him on the right side. He bounced it out to the outside where he could use his speed. Went right by that safety, and there was no chance they were going to catch him.
40 had maybe a slight hope in his heart, and then when I turned on the burners, he was gone.
He killed that hope, didn't he? Oh, here comes the best kicking team around these parts. Harvey, your sophomore. Good snap, perfect hold, perfect kick, and he's up and good again.
Harvey stays high. And with 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go in quarter number 1, score is Chargers 0, your Cats 7.
Very long drive. That took almost 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, it started, we had that really exciting opening kickoff where Harvey put that worm burner down the middle, was unable to handle. We thought there was a fumble on the play. They ruled him down. Series of plays by the Chargers. They looked like they were really moving the football and moving it pretty efficiently. Got all the way down inside the red zone, and just an errant pass by the quarterback ended up in an interception, which led to a long drive by the Wildcats where they really utilized the legs of Wyatt Bowling, eventually ending up in a 40-plus yard touchdown run. And here comes out that kicking team that we talk so much about, Harvey. It's always exciting to see what he's going to do next.
Showed he's an excellent squib kicker. Let's see what he's going to do here.
Does
Another
it again.
one.
This
time
one easier to
North Dakota.
bounce, takes it at his knees, no return on the play. That's going to be a Charger ball at the 35-yard line.
And the Chargers will take over. First down on the 35-yard line.
Last drive, the Chargers snubbed by a Elijah Newmeister interception after they were driving all the way into the red zone.
Yeah, I'm sure while this defensive line was on the sideline, their coach was getting in them saying, hey, we need to do better. Their offensive line is pushing, and we need to be able to stop them.
Gain of about 1, not too much.
I got Maxey and Brunneman combining on that tackle, filling the hole.
Gonna be no gain.
Across that defensive line, as we said before, you got 59, used to be number 12, that is Blake Stevenson. You got Evan Flashpolar, or it's Flashpolar, he told me, number 53 on the left side.
Gonna be stopped just short of the line of gain.
Another good-sized hole that the Chargers are able to create for themselves. The young buck, Logan Maxey, has done a lot this season. He's number 72. Showing a lot of promise for the future. 3rd down and short here. Pretty sure you're going to go to Thatcher on this run. Is it going to be an inside handoff is the question. Oh, do we have a false start? I'm seeing a conversation between the refs. It looked like at the top of the screen the Chargers were a false start, and that is what they are going to call. The bottom of your screen, you definitely saw Maxey jump into the neutral zone, but it was after the offensive lineman moved first. That's going to back him up, make it a 3rd down and 6 to go. Fields in the shotgun. Sends the receiver in motion, looks out to the left. He has a man in the flat. He is able to get the catch, turn it upfield for enough for a 1st down. 10 yards on the play. You know, one of the things we talked about in the pregame was the efficiency of this offense. They definitely run the football really, really well. Right on cue, Thacker breaking. Oh, that wasn't Thacker. That was 25. Cohen, a junior, only had 10 carries coming in this game, but for 215 yards on the season. But as I was saying, their efficiency throwing the football. They throw over 60% on the year, even though they don't throw the ball much. When they do, they throw it for yards.
Not a whole lot of passing today. One pass, or one pretty good pass. See what they want to do on 2nd and 1. They're going to throw the ball here.
He does throw it, and it's dropped by a would-be receiver, and that is Cohen again, the junior, number 25, as he was wide open, but he could feel the presence of 3 Wildcats right around him. That is going to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Chargers.
Wildcats get loud. It's 3rd down.
Got 3 running backs in the backfield. Thackeray to his left, Cohen to his right.
Flag on the play against the Chargers. Looks like it's going to be a...
He's calling an offsides.
Looks like maybe his hand was lined up past the ball.
I didn't believe that was a dead ball foul on offsides. Wouldn't you let the play run and then throw the flag?
I have no idea.
Have to check up on that rule, but nonetheless, they give him an offsides. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Make it 3rd down and 6 for the Chargers. That's going to change the setup for the Chargers, and now they go twin receivers to the left. Thackeray in motion across the formation.
Be a screen pass, and he drops the ball.
Screen pass to Murray, and he just couldn't handle it. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6, and the punting team will come in for the Chargers.
A lot of drops today by North Decatur. Don't know if it's the nerves or maybe the quarterback's throwing a little too hard. Be a fake punt.
Read that completely.
Looks like he's going to be short.
I was just about to say, Ryland, the Wildcats have no punt returner back. They must know something I don't know, and they read that perfectly. That is game planning at its best.
Yeah, someone's been doing their film study.
Turnover on downs, Wildcats football. They're going to start this drive at around the 44-yard line, just shy of midfield. Bowling in the shotgun, Wee to his right. Dozier, top of your screen. Gilman in the slot. Foster at the bottom. Extra blocker to the left side of the line. This time it's going to be a keeper by Bowling, and he's tripped up right as he gets to the line for a gain of 3 on the play.
Looking like a
Similar formation here, just move Wee Wee from right to left. Again, a keeper, he's following Wee Wee. He had nowhere to go on that one. It's stuffed completely up the middle. That was 89 Meister on the tackle.
Gonna be a loss. Nope.
Yeah, it's going to be no gain on the play. Yeah, 16 seconds on the play clock, 18 on the game clock, 18 on the play clock. Looks like they're probably just going to let this run down to the end of the quarter. And that's what they'll do. That is the first quarter is in the books. Wildcats are up 7-0 against North Decatur, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
To celebrate. Stop in today for your favorite Conies and Waves. It's Skyline time.
Bailey Barber, Sarah Kemp, Sierra Perry, Savannah Phillips, Izzy Ripple, Lily Zuber, Erica Jones, Abby Glett, Maddie Barber, Matilda Mary, William Mocheller, Jade Rumpus, Ellie Shell, and Amelia Servas.
And we're back. Start of the second quarter. 3rd down and 7 to go for the Wildcats. Sends Mason Wee Wee to the top of your screen in motion. He's set. Drops back, looks left, looks right, double pumps, throws it deep. He's got Wee Wee. He goes up, he makes the catch.
Wow, that was an amazing grab. Amazing ball by Wyatt Bowling. Pulls it down.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch and catch there. He looked to his left. He wanted to go Dozier on the bottom of the screen. He went back to his right, kind of double clutched, and then he saw Wee Wee break away with that speed. He threw it over top, and he threw it on a rope.
Shout out to your Wildcat offensive front, buying Wyatt a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, I mean, 5 pats of the football. Got to look 3 times before he made that pass, but he threw it on a rope, and Wee Wee went up and got it. It's going to be a first down inside your red zone. Pitch to Wee Wee on the left. Makes one man miss. And tackled from behind by 62 of the Chargers. Be a gain of 3 or on the play.
As the Wildcats set up in the red zone.
Dozier, top of your screen. Foster to the bottom. It's going to be a keeper by Wyatt. Following Wee Wee through the hole on the right side for a short gain on the play, maybe 2. Going to bring up a 3rd down and manageable.
Be 3rd and 4. Parker Gilman in the backfield. Brunneman and Dozier out wide. Wee Wee and Foster off to your left.
Defense needs to be a little confused here on what they want to do, switching both sides. Doing a lot of moving on that defensive front. Snap, it is another keeper. This time he bounces it to the outside, squirts through a hole, and has enough, I believe, for the first down. Let's see. I believe he does. That's going to be a 1st and goal for the Wildcats. It's going to be a 1st and goal from the 9-yard Wildcats. Really nowhere to go there for Wyatt. He did find a little bit of a hole on the left side, made himself small, and dove forward just for enough yardage to get that 1st down.
North Decatur actually, against all the teams against Wyatt, doing a little bit of a better job containing him.
They really are. They're doing a good job on that defensive front. This time he hands it off to Wee Wee. Wee Wee takes a little jump cut to the left, finds a hole, and he's into the end zone for a first down touchdown by the Wildcats.
Amazing jump cut. Like we said, Mason Wee Wee a lot better of the smarter runner. Parker Gilman more of the punchy in the face.
The power runner. Yeah, Wee Wee's got a really nice footwork when he finds those holes. He's able to change direction very quickly. Here comes the best place kicker in the conference. Snap, hold, kick. Good. And that's going to make it 14 Wildcats, 0 for the Chargers, 9:45 left in the second quarter. And we'll be back here for kickoff in just a moment.
In a world of big banks and bigger promises, it's the little things that matter most. We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors. We know your name, your story, and your dreams. From First Savings to First Homes, we've been here through it all. Right here, right at home. Banking is better when you do it with people you know and trust. FCN, your hometown bank. Member FDIC.
And we're back set for kickoff. 14 Wildcats, 0 for the Chargers. As the Wildcats are set to kick off on your screen from right to left. Harvey putting the ball down on his tee. Going to see the patented worm burner again. Let's see if the Chargers of North Decatur can handle it.
I've noticed with most teams, it's the first kick of the play that gets them.
Yeah.
See, like after that, after they're like, coach is like, just get your knees down, get like a hockey goalie, stop it with your legs.
Yeah, because it's not so much of a deep kick. Their last drive, they started on the 35-yard line. It's decent field position to start the drive if you can handle that kickoff. There it goes again. Ooh, this one takes a high bounce, but it is fielded by Thackeray. Runs into his own man and then finally taken down at the 40-yard line. I look to be Keller and Perlyberg probably on the play there.
Chargers with good field position on the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Yeah, you're going to have Fields under center this time. Thackeray. Thean in the backfield. Hand off to Thackeray. Behind his lead blocker, and he's able to fall ahead for about 3 yards on the play. And that Cohen has showed some speed with this when he takes a handoff, but he doesn't take a lot of them. He's usually the lead blocker for Thackeray in that backfield. Now you got 3 receivers set out. Takes a shotgun snap, hands off to Thackeray up the middle. He is met.
Brunneman all over that play.
Yeah, a host of Wildcats on that. You had Perry, Brunneman. Big boy.
Be 3rd and 7. See what the Wildcats have in store for Decatur County.
The sprint out to the right. Makes a throw, and he is just upended by Dozier, causing the incompletion on what would have been a first down catch.
What a hit. I would like to mention how number 29 just grabbed number 2 by the jersey and just picked him up. He didn't let him cry on the ground. He's like, get out of here, man. Get back to the sideline.
That's a senior for you. He's like, we don't have time to whine. We get back up and we play. But that was perfect timing by Dozier. They're playing that safety position. Really good sprint out right throw by the quarterback Fields. Hit the receiver right between the numbers, and then just as he was making contact with it, Dozier
again
leveled him stepping
no
up for the
punt
football.
Returner for the Cats.
Yeah, and that's going to pin them back deep. He's inside the 5-yard line, right around the 5-yard line. What a great punt by the Chargers there.
Wildcats take over. First down.
Maybe the Wildcats were expecting another fake punt.
Back to that defensive play by Dozier. I mean, the timing. If he's there a split second earlier, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And
second late, he's holding on to that ball.
Absolutely. Great play defensively.
It's going to be 1st and 10, Franklin County, from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Bowling's got his play coming in late from the sideline. Everybody in the huddle waiting for him. I'm sure we're going to get some sort of a running play on this. This is where you usually want to use Wee Wee or maybe even Gilman just to kind of push ahead, give you a little bit of room there. Snap, hand off to Gilman, as we just said. No, he decided to keep it. He pulled it from Gilman, kept it out to the left side.
Going to lower the shoulder.
Pushed ahead for a gain of about 6, but then a late flag came in, usually indicating a hold. And that's what it was. It's going to be a holding call against the Wildcats, backing them up about halfway to the goal line.
Be half on the 1.
From the 5, it'll be around the 2.5-yard line, half the distance to the goal. And it'll be first down again. Not too much damage on a hold there. We're going to lose 2.5 yards.
Be 1st and 12. Really pinned back here.
In the shotgun, takes a snap this time. He does hand off to Wee Wee. Bounces off a couple of tacklers and falls ahead too close to the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 4 for a 2-yard gain on the play.
Jordan Keller out wide.
Can always find him because of his pink cleats.
Been the running joke of the year.
Second down and long, takes a shotgun snap. Pulls it out of Wee Wee's hands, keeps it for another gain of 5 yards for Bowling up to the 10-yard line, making it a 3rd down and manageable for the Wildcats.
3rd and 5 for Franklin County.
Yeah, you got to like those QB options where he gets to put it in his belly and decide if he wants to keep it or let Wee Wee take it. Bowling in the shotgun. 2 running backs in front, acting as lead blockers as he dances through the hole, making a couple of moves up to the line to gain, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down. And he does. That's a first down, Wildcats. First down. They're just small chunk plays, but it really affects the defensive line. They get tired after all these running plays, after all these short plays that are just enough to get them first downs. That is probably the 4th or 5th time on 3rd down that the Wildcats were successfully getting a first down. That is going to really tire out that defense as this game continues.
We are perfect tonight on our 3rd down conversion rate.
This time he hands off to Wee Wee. Not much doing, but he does fight ahead for a couple of yards on the play. He had nothing there on the right side, but just lowered his shoulder, drove his legs, and was able to push ahead through the tacklers for a gain of 3 on the play.
Second and 6 for the Cats. Looks to be the same formation.
And this time running on the same option play, ends up pulling it out of Wee Wee's pocket and keeping it out to the left side, making one man miss, and then brought down at the line of gain again for another first down, Wildcats. Again, just nickel and diming them. 3 yards here, 4 yards here, 5 yards here. We're working on the 7th play of this drive, and the ball is just past the 25-yard line.
Yeah, definitely very good at chewing the clock. Even though it's still the second quarter.
I know at this rate, it'll be halftime by the time this drive is over. High snap, able to hold it. Does hand off to Wee Wee. Dances off the right side. Falls ahead for a gain of 1. Foster back in the game. Keller trots off the sideline. Personnel change for the Wildcats. Top of your screen, you got Burneman in the slot. Dozier on the outside. And on the bottom, you got him stacked with Wee Wee behind Foster. Shotgun for Bowling. Takes a snap, looks back, takes a quick pass out to Foster in a flat. Good blocking by Wee Wee. Good blocking by Flash Bowler. And Foster's able to break a big gain out to the 40-yard line before drug out of bound by Thackeray.
That was a great job by our lead blockers, letting Sam. Let's see.
Yeah, Sam Foster, found the hole, used his speed, got through air, but the blocking up front was amazing. Wee Wee kicked out block right off the bat, gave him that opportunity to get a step and go. And then Flash Fuller came from the outside of the line on that left side tackle and got all the way downfield, able to make that last block, opening up a huge gain for him. Yeah, we got another offsides call on the offense, this time against the Wildcats. A little clarification here. I'm not really sure on what these calls are. I assume they're putting a hand down in the neutral zone or somebody's lined too far up over the ball. It's just something I haven't seen all year long, and I've seen this one ref make it twice now, this call.
He likes his unique calls.
Everybody's got their thing, right?
He just wants to be different, man. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Cats.
Shotgun snap, handoff. This time it's to Gilman. Finds a hole up the middle, and he gets it all back that he just lost. It's going to make it 2nd and 10. 5-yard gain on the play. Still chewing that clock, down to 3:45 on the game clock. Taking their time, back to the line of scrimmage, just under 10 on the play clock. In the shotgun formation, takes a snap, looks back to throw this time, has time, throws it deep. He's got Dozier, but he just overthrows him a little bit. That could have been a walk-in touchdown.
Easily. Just a little too much dip on his chip as the ball sails over his head.
Too much dip on his chip, huh? Is that the saying?
There's too much dip on his chip.
I love it. I like that they took a shot there, They've been nickel and diming them to death, got this defense nice and tired. They're sitting on their toes, ready to come in and go after the run on defense, and then they take a deep shot. It was there, just a little bit of a misconnection there. But we'll have a 3rd down and 10 here. Wee Wee in motion to the left. Shotgun snap. This time a quick throw to Wee Wee outside. Foster wasn't able to make the same kind of block. A very similar play to before when Foster caught it and Wee Wee made the block. Foster just didn't quite have his hands on him.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Cats. See what we're going to do just past the 45-yard line. Looks like the offense is going to be staying on the field for this.
Yeah, you're in plus territory. Your defense has done a good job. See what he does here. He is going to take the snap. He's back. Looking to throw. He has time. He's got a guy over the middle. Wee Wee goes up. He makes the catch. He held on to it. He did. He held on to it. High hit by the safety. Wasn't enough to jar the football loose. Wee Wee held onto it through the contact, high contact around the head, and he came to the ground hugging that football. He was not going to let it go. That was a well-caught football. Good throw by Bowling over the middle.
Yeah, that was the 2nd very physical catch for Wee Wee.
Yeah, that's impressive to show the strength, the hand strength there to hold on to that football. He took a big hit. This time we're going to have the keeper. Not much of a hole there as big number 79 got his mitts around him and took bowling to the ground for a gain of 1, but there is a flag on the play. They're going to have a holding against the Wildcats. It's going to back them up another 10. That'll stop the clock at 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. It's going to be a first down and 20 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation again. Gilman behind to his right. Wee to his left inside. Out in motion to the left flat. Takes the snap. Looks back to throw. Bounce out to his right. He has space. He has plenty of space, but there's a flag on the field. He does make the pass. Dozier's upended around the original line of scrimmage, but there's going to be a hold on this play, judging by where that flag came from.
To be first and 30.
You see Coach Gilman on the sideline just looking up to the heavens going, what did I do? What did I do? Consecutive holding calls going to really pin this Wildcat offense back deep. Let's see what they can do, though. It's still first down. They got 3 to work with, probably 4. Snapping the shotgun. Has Liebacher and Gilman. Tries to run out to the left, but he's tripped up. I'm not even sure he got back to the line to gain. I think he might have lost a yard on the play. He did. They're going to mark him 1 yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 31, I believe. Yeah.
2nd and long.
Yeah. Another flag on the play. This time it looks like the hard count might have got.
See if the ref is going to call it on the Wildcats or
it looks like he's going to go North Decatur. He's in the direction of walking this off. Yeah, that's going to go against North Decatur. Good hard count by the Wildcats to get a free 5 yards there on that play. That's still going to bring down a 2nd down and exceptionally long. Shotgun snap. Throws it deep left. He has Foster. He just overthrows him a little bit. Foster had a step on 40. He was in the end zone. That ball just oversailed him by about a yard or 2. Good route run by number 4. Able to get past his defender. Just a little too much juice on that ball. Or too much, what'd you say, dip on the chip?
Too much dip on his chip.
Too much dip on his chip. See if we take another shot at it. Keep testing the waters here. They're starting to slide those safeties out to the outside in the numbers. See if we can take one over the middle again. Another shotgun snap. He's got time. He does throw over the middle this time. He has Dozier. He's caught it. He's
Dozier's
down at the 5. He loses the football. It's in the end zone. It's loose, and it's recovered by North Decatur. That's going to be a touchback and a turnover by the Wildcats.
That's what you don't want to see. You got that good play. You got Dozier past the first down marker, and he loses the ball into the end zone.
Yeah, there was a flag on the play. They called a holding on the Wildcats. Obviously declined. But back to the throw, just said over the middle was vulnerable. He finds Dozier over the middle and makes the catch around the 15-yard line. And a good catch in traffic. Makes a man miss. He gets down to the 5, and just one guy to beat. And he was able to get his mitts in there, poke the football out. And Wee was out there near the football, just didn't notice it was on the ground and Defender was able to jump on top of it, making a touchback and giving the ball to North Decatur at the 20-yard line with just under 38 seconds left to play. They're in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Fields looks back. He's got nobody to throw it to. He's drugged down for a sack. Shalek on the sack. Brings him down around the, I guess they're going to mark it at the 10 is where his forward progress was stopped, but he was slung down in the backfield. Good play by the defense of the Wildcats. That's going to be a timeout on the field, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Here, hard work runs deep, and so does trust. That's why Zimmer Tractor is proud to bring you the full lineup of Kubota equipment, built to handle any job, big or small. From tractors and mowers to utility vehicles and construction equipment, Kubota delivers the power you need. And with Zimmer Tractor by your side, you can count on hometown service you can trust. Kubota. Zimmer Tractor, the Cincinnati Tri-State's largest tractor dealer. Visit www.zimmertractor.com today.
And we're just back around the timeout. Both teams are about to take the field. North Decatur's looking at a 2nd and long, pinned back at the 10-yard line. 26 seconds left on the game clock. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Oh, yeah, I think 2. Maybe 3 for the Wildcats, 2 for the guests. This time they come out with a 5-wide set. 3 at the bottom of your screen, 2 at the top. In the shotgun, he puts 1 in motion. You get 4 to one side. It is a pitch out to Thackeray. He takes it. Got the receivers of the lead blocker. Dozier comes in. Him and Brunneman help push him out of bounds. It is a gain, healthy gain on the play, but takes him out around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7 on the play. Able to stop the clock nonetheless. Just under 20 seconds left to play.
Good chunk play by North Decatur, getting about 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, the design of that play is to give them room. You know, if they want to step back and throw another ball, you know, considering they just lost 10 on the last sack, they can't do that from the 10-yard line, and you're risking a safety. This time they got twins at the top of the screen. Single receiver at the bottom. Running back in motion. Comes across formation. He looks out right. He's got a guy, but he overthrows him. Ball lands out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Not caught there. He did have his receiver, Meister, number 89, their tight end senior, second on the team in receptions. He was open. He got by his guy, but that ball was just not catchable.
It'll be 4th and 12. Going to be interesting on what North Decatur wants to do here.
I don't think there's any question, right? They have to punt it. And considering their last punt and how well that was done, their kicker, he's got a leg on him.
Wildcats smart enough this time around to have a return route.
Yeah, we be back to return. Good punt, end over end, lands at about the 45, squirts across to the down by the North Decatur Chargers around the 42-yard line.
Wildcats are going to take over with 6 seconds left. We'll see if they want to take something deep here.
Well, you got all 3 timeouts. Why not, right? You've had some luck. I mean, you've had some, I would say luck, but you've had some success throwing the football. Had a couple of deep catches. Why not see if we can get one in there? Even if you can get it close, maybe give Harvey a chance at a field goal. I love our commentator just said there's 6.7 seconds on the clock. He said there is 6-7 on the clock. And here we go. We have 4 receivers left.
Yeah, it looks like we have no intention on just going to the half here.
Oh, this is definitely an opportunity to throw a football, see what we can come up with this time. But actually, he's keeping it. Those receivers are all out to block. White keeps it. He bounces to the outside. He does step out of bounds around the 45-yard line with 2 seconds left. That's going to get him in a position where he may have enough arm to throw it into the end zone now.
First down.
North Decatur probably going to be dropping back deep and prevent.
Yeah, a little undersized on their backside safeties and corners. Obviously, with the height advantage you have with both Dozier and Brunneman out there, give him a chance if he can throw it up deep. He's got plenty of time. This time he throws it over the middle, and double coverage knocked down by Thackeray, and that's going to be the end of the half. Wildcats 14, Chargers 0. We'll be back in just a moment to watch the Dance Cats in action.
Tonight, under the lights, we are about to see two teams face off. It's game day, and every move matters. From the first drive to the final whistle, whether you're leading the tailgate or beating traffic after the win, this is how real fans roll. Drive like it's game time. Visit us at whitewatermotors.com for all your automotive needs.
Led by seniors Audrey Bowman and Brooklyn Bischoff. The split the pot has been claimed by George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, and they are donating the $436 back to the Frederick County Golfing Club. So they do the winner Tuesday, Blake, Trent, and Gomez for their donation $436 back to the Golfing Club. Tonight, the FCHS band pays tribute to the late rock legend Ozzy Osbourne. The band will perform the rock hits Crazy Train and Iron Man. Drum majors are Ava Ruiz and Zane Gleason. The band is under the direction of John Johnson and Candace Hirschfeld. Color Guard is directed by Lauren Smith. Great job there, Franklin County High School Band. At this time, if you could direct your attention to the track in front of the press box, the 2025 Franklin County Strongman Club Money Raffle Draw. President Marcy Kaiser, Treasurer Abby Blair, Becky Cotton, Vice President, will draw and announce the winners of each prize for $500, $1,000, $2,000, and $5,000.
All right, Wildcat fans, are you ready? So, on behalf of the 12 Fan Club, I would like to thank all of our sponsors, our members this year, and anyone who bought a ticket. We've had a great year. We've raised a lot of money, and these boys have benefited from it this year. So thank you so much. We have two $500 prizes we're going to draw first. The first one, Paul. You do not have to be present to win this overnight. The second one for $500, Randy Wiseman. Our next prize is for $1,000. $1,000. Abby Kennedy. $1,000. We have another $1,000 prize. Chase Burton. For $2,000. Just one of these. $2,000. Zach Fessel. And the grand prize, $5,000. Mix them up, Becky. Karen Kissick is $5,000 winner.
And we're back. Wildcat Stadium 14, Wildcats 0 for the Chargers as we go underway for the start of the second half. North Decatur is going to be kicking off to Franklin County.
Your Wildcats posting the first half shutout. North Decatur boots the ball.
Big kick all the way back to the 2 where it's fielded by Perleyberg. It's got good blocking. It's just across. Keeps pushing. Keeps pushing. Fighting all the way out to the 33-yard line. Good starting field position for the Wildcats, especially after a booming kick all the way down to the 2-yard line by North Decatur. How's that skyline?
Very good.
Very good. This production brought to you by Skyline as they're up here feeding us their delicious food. Wildcats take the field. Trips to the right. Bowling in the shotgun. Gilman offset to his right. Takes it. QB keeper. He has a hole. Gets through. Cut down around 9-yard gain on the play.
It's actually going to be a first down on the play for the Wildcats. Good little chunk play. Gain of about 5.
It's a good first down play for the Wildcats. Going to be a manageable second down. Top of your screen, you got Burnham in. First of a 3-receiver set. In the middle is Foster and Dozier to the outside. Wee at the bottom of your screen. Takes a snap, hands off to Gilman. Cuts it off to the left side. Gets hit, keeps his balance, and falls forward just short of the line to gain. Going to make it a third down and inches for the Wildcats. Looks like Gilman was a little gimpy coming to the sideline on that. We in the backfield, yards short of the first.
Wes Gilman wanting to keep the offensive team on the field as we go for it on 4th and 3, maybe trying to get a little jump here.
Either going to come across the formation on a handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper to the left. There it is. This time he does get there, finds a hole, breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, uses speed, and then just kind of trots out of bounds before he gets any contact. Right around the 34, 33-yard line. It's going to be a first down Wildcats.
Wildcats yet to punt today.
Yeah, hand off to Weeby off the right side. Good job on the defensive front for the Chargers, pushing that left side, not giving them a lot of room, only falling ahead for about 2 yards in the play. Caden Perleyberg in the game, set as the receiver, slot left. Takes a snap, quick throw out to Foster. Caden with a beautiful block on the outside. Foster pulls ahead to about the 25, 26-yard line for a decent gain on the play. Good block by the receiver, Caden Perleyberg. This time he keeps it. Wyans chopped down in the backfield.
That defensive end read that play beautifully, not getting fooled by the misdirection play.
Yeah, that's their 89 tight end, Meister. Also second leading tackler on the team with 35 total tackles coming into this game. Good read on the play, and he was able to wrap up wide and take him down for a loss.
And we're going to 4th and 5 for the Cats. Once again, Gilman. Burleyburg's just going to be just short of the end zone. That was a good heads-up play by Bowling, not wanting to take the yards there. Wanted to elect for the play to develop a little bit more.
Yeah, I apologize during that play if you lost any picture. We were just experiencing a few difficulties. However, we got it back at the end of the play. What happened was Wyatt was back in the backfield looking to pass, and the pocket really collapsed around him, but he did a great job stringing it out, creating some time. Looked like he was going to pull it down and run off to the right side, but then saw Caden Perleyberg coming across the center of the field around the 5-yard line. He threw him a ball. It was a little underthrown, but Caden was able to pull it off by his shoestrings and take it down to maybe the 1-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Wildcats. This time it's a quick throw out to Perleyberg. He does make the catch. He's getting hit. He's around the 1-yard line. They can't push him in. Host of tacklers were just too strong for the few Wildcats that were trying to surge him into the end zone. He's going to be stopped right there for a no gain around the 1 or 2-yard line. Call it the 1. I like that they tried to reward him back after a good play on the last.
Yeah, North Decatur creating that big old wall, not letting him through.
I'm going to say on this play, though, we're going to either have a quarterback keeper or this is going to wee-wee into the end zone. There's handoff to Wee-wee. Jumps over the first tackler and is able to plucked out of the air by the defense, taken down for no gain again. A second stop in a row by the Chargers defense. Doing a really good job there.
North Decatur standing tall for the goal line stop. Same formation. Handoff. Bowling keeps. And he rumbles into the end zone for a Wildcat score. His second rushing touchdown of the night. Has been Harvey Trotz on the field, looking to make it 3 for 3 on the night.
Yeah, on that play, they had enough doing the razzle-dazzle, and they're like, we're just keeping the ball this time with the quarterback. Let's get a good push. We need 1 yard. Five and a half minutes left in the third quarter. 21 Wildcats, 0 for your visiting Chargers. Wildcats make it to the field. Harvey setting up the ball. Gives his patented squib kick right down the middle. Let's frame it for a second. Here's the kick. Just as he drew up, a nice high hopper over the head. North Decatur, that is a free ball. He's able to scoop it up, and he's down to the floor there around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, smart play by number 29, Thackeray.
Yeah, Thackeray
just laying on it, not trying to make any, not trying to be a hero of the play.
Yeah, if he tried to pick that up and scoop it up and mishandle it in any way, that was definitely going to be a Wildcat football.
North Decatur takes over at the 15-yard line. Number 1, Barber on the carry. And he is stuck up by Justin Perry. Gonna make it 2nd and 9. Made Jalik Singh looking like he got a little shook up on the play. And he is drugged down. Elijah Newmeister exploding into that backfield. We got 4th and 9 as Decatur's punt team trots out onto the field. This Wildcat defense standing tall for the most part of this game. A high kick. It's going to take a North Decatur bounce as it crosses the 45-yard line. Another missed snap. North Decatur launches the ball well like 20 yards over the quarterback's head.
He had no chance of fielding that football. Fortunate for them, they were able to recover. First man couldn't pick it up. Second guy came in. I think it was Thackeray, and he jumped on it around the 37-yard line. That's going to be a loss of almost 20 yards on the play.
It's going to make it 2nd and 30. Wildcats get a little bit of a break.
Another
bad snap. Brunneman coming in. He just launches that ball.
Oh my goodness, that was almost a completed pass.
Matthew Fields trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, heads up play by Fields. Another terrible snap. This one was low between his legs. Squirts through, and he's able to scoop it up off the bounce about 10 yards into the backfield. Turns around, just launches it deep towards his receiver on the sideline. And almost actually came up with a magnificent play. The receiver, his outstretched arms, just couldn't quite hold on to it as the ball went out of bounds.
Flash bowler just freaking pancakes on one as the ball just bounces off the receiver's helmet.
Thackeray double covered downfield. The pass was intended for him. He had no chance on the football. He went up and played defense and was able to knock the ball down with the back of his helmet.
Yeah. Flash bowler freaking pancake in their offensive guard.
Yeah, I challenged him before the game. I spoke to him, and I was like, hey, I need to see at least 4 or 5 pancakes from him. He's a strong, athletic kid.
Another
He's
high
capable
snap.
of doing really good things out there.
Hunter makes something out of nothing again. As the high snap, he barely hangs on to it. As North Decatur again cannot produce on the turnover as the Wildcats take over on the 30-yard line. Correction, about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to warn you ahead of time here, Rylan. During halftime, or just before the start of the third quarter, the student section was doing a dance out there, and I was dancing up in the box here as they caught me on camera, and some of the student section asked me to do the church clap at the end of the third quarter here, so you might see some fantastic dance moves over here.
It'll be good enough for Wildcat first down. As this clock runs under 40 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, this ball game might be over just around 9. A lot of running. A lot of long drives by the Wildcats. This North Decatur defense definitely showing the wear. Not there. Long ball, wee-wee. Oh, just short of the line, goal line.
Great throw by Bowling. Great catch by Mason Wee-Wee. Able to truck himself down to about the 3-yard line before he tripped up just short of a touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize. We're having a lot of technical difficulties here. The Wi-Fi is in and out. It's sporadic. I've been told there's a lot of sound issues. You do have video. We may just go silent here for the remainder of the fourth quarter. We apologize, and we hope you get to watch all the action.
Can we George Sting and Brett Rao cook cheeseburgers? Let the concession stands. And let's support our baseball team.
Dozier with the last tackle. Intended pass knocked down by King Clark. There's a flag on the play. Looks like we had 2 men in motion at the same time, which is a big no-no for North Decatur. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty variety against the Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the commentating booth. While we were gone, the North Decatur Chargers were able to punch one in the end zone with Thackeray on the carry for a touchdown. They went for 2, and they fell just short, getting shoved out of bounds around the 1-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. I'm sure we're going to see some sort of onside or squib kick here by North Decatur to see if they can try and get the ball back. Blown the play dead, thank goodness, and that is going to be Wildcat football. Illegal procedure by the Chargers. Back.
Very questionable jump on the ball move by Wee Wee, but
Well, nonetheless, play was called dead. It's going to be Wildcat football around the 47-yard line. In plus territory, start off this drive, which is fortunate for them, considering these gave up a touchdown, up 24-6. See if we can punch another one in the end zone and end this game. Behind the shotgun, takes a snap. He is a keeper. Bounces out to the right side. Really nowhere to go. Wrestled down by 2 tacklers from North Decatur. And a little extracurricular there while he was on the floor, making the presence felt for number 9, letting Bowling know that he was there. Bowling in the shotgun again. This time Wee Wee's by his side. Wee Wee steps up. The lead blocker here. Another keeper. Straight up the middle this time. Was able to score through an opening, a small opening, but fall ahead for a gain of 5 or 6 on the play. Going to make it a 3rd and short.
yeah. Well, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, Wildcats definitely trying to keep it on the ground here, keep this clock rolling. Just walk away with your W. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Cats.
Same formation.
Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper.
As always, in this situation, we like to keep the ball with the quarterback. This time he does take a quick pass out to the outside. Foster with the catch, gets to the line of game, fumbles it. It's scooped up by Perleyberg, and he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. He loses the football as he hits the ground, but they're going to call him down by contact. That's going to be a first down by the Wildcats at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, very heads-up play by Perleyberg. Saw the ball come out, and he jumped on it and took off.
Yeah, Perleyberg was doing a good job blocking outside, gave enough room for Foster to get to the first down marker, but as soon as he was hit by that safety coming over from the far side, he dislodged the football, and Perleyberg just saw it bounce right up in the air and snagged it out of the air and just took it down the sideline.
Very fortunate that he was there. This clock continues to run. Just down to 4 minutes here in the 4th quarter here in Franklin County.
I can tell you right now, looking at the 15-yard line, they are not throwing the football again. This is going to be a quarterback run. It is to the outside, following Wee Wee, following Big Bryce Lee, following Brunningman, all the way to the sideline, falls out of bounds, short gain on the play, maybe a yard.
North Decatur doing a very good job of getting long, extending that play out to the end zone or sideline.
Wildcats break the huddle. 2nd down and long. Wyatt's still in the shotgun. Wee Wee to his left. Slightly in front of him. tight formation to the left. That's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. This time he just kind of squirms through the hole, makes himself small, goes down to – he doesn't want to take a big hit on that. He got ahead for about 3 yards, 2 yards on the gain on the play. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and, 7 or 8.
See what they want to do here as the clock runs to about 3 minutes.
Third down play, takes a snap. This time he does look back to pass. He has Dozier, left side. He makes the catch. Did he break the plane in the end zone?
Ref signaling he is short.
Looked like he caught it right on the goal line, but never really got it across the plane, so he's going to be down at the 1, but has a good throw and catch by the Wildcats, and it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. That pretty much sealed it up right there, 24-6, 2.5 minutes to play. Clock's still running, and it's a 1st and goal for the Wildcats. You'd assume we're going to punch it in here, bring it up to 30 points on the scoreboard. And that'll be all she wrote. Spreading out the defense, putting 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs up front in front of Wyatt, as Wyatt's going to take the snap and follow the running backs into the end zone. But the play was blown dead just before the snap went off, signaling a timeout by the Wildcats.
Apparently Gilman not liking what he was seeing on that play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was seeing, but obviously we're really on the same page, whether it was the play call he had, the design of it, the defensive front, I'm not sure, but it looked as if the Wyatt was going to plunge into that end zone without a problem. But that's all right. They got timeouts to use. Well, they had one
not
to use.
Anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Ball on the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Franklin County.
You got to expect here that Wyatt's just going to keep this football and get in there ahead of his 2 running backs, lead blocking for him. And he does. He's going to take it. He's through, untouched, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's going to put 30 up on the board, 30-6, with Harvey coming in to add 1 to it.
Harvey looking to make it 4 for 4 on the night with 1 field goal, so might as well call it 5 for 5.
You know, and earlier we didn't get a touch on this because we were having an issue with the technical part of it and the sound, but Harvey made his first field goal of the year.
Yep.
He had 1 attempt earlier in the season, and it was just a little wide left. It was like a 30-something yarder.
38-yarder.
He stepped in today and knocked down the first field goal of the year.
See if he is still hot.
Good snap, good hold, and they got through and blocked it.
Not Harvey's fault, but got through.
Thackeray came through untouched. I don't know who he followed, but somebody missed an assignment there, and Thackeray came through untouched, blocked it with his face. Well, you got to imagine it's going to be the last drive for North Decatur here. Just over 2 minutes left on the clock. They do have all 3 timeouts, but they are sitting down 24 points to the Wildcats. They've done a good job today. I mean, they've really battled. They're a good football team. They are a 1A football team, like I said, number 4 in the state. They are a good football team. They have some good skill positions. Their quarterback can throw it. They got some receivers that can catch it. Thackeray's a heck of a running back. Meister's a good receiver and defender. They got a good offensive line, a good defensive line. They just didn't have enough to compete with the Wildcats today. The Wildcats, in my opinion, the skill position, we just have too many across the board. We do have an update in a game, big game tonight, South Dearborn against Lawrenceburg. It is a tight one. Lawrenceburg 13, South Dearborn 7.
Yeah, just at the start of the 4th quarter in that game. South Dearborn showing the Tigers a little adversity.
Got a flag down here on the return. Looks like it's going to be an indication of holding against the Chargers. They're going to walk that back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and we'll be underway. I was saying the skill positions for the Wildcats, they have 3 or 4 guys that carry the football, 3 or 4 guys that are catching the football. Obviously, Wyatt Bowling is a dual-threat quarterback. Just too much to handle. We could spread out the defense and have a couple big plays throughout the game where they rely solely on Thackeray to do the heavy lifting, and he's a great player. Just not enough. But their O-line, their D-line, they're legit, especially for a small school. They are legit.
As that pass falls incomplete, they're looking for a little grace here. Make it 2nd and 10. Minute 50 to go.
Couple of desperation heaves here by North Decatur. See if they can connect on one. They bring a running back for protection purposes in the backfield, but they actually decide to hand it to him on a nice draw play. He gets up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still moving. He's across the 50, across the 45, down around the 42-yard line in plus territory. A nice draw play by North Decatur on that. '59 Blake Stevenson with the tackle. Takes the shotgun snap, trips out to the right. He's looking, he's eyeballing. He's got a guy wide open. He underthrows it. It's knocked away by 23 Max Foster. He just missed him. A receiver had a nice route, did a little stutter to the inside and then a go route, and he had him beat, but he underthrew him by about 5 yards.
Lucky he didn't get picked off there. North Decatur definitely showing a little desperation here, but pretty much to no avail. They know it. Trying to get some guys some reps.
Well, going into sectionals next week is a good opportunity for them to work on their 2-minute game here, having to push the ball down the field on the pass, see if they can come up with a good drive.
Again, like we said, North Decatur number 4 in 1A, probably going to make a good series run in that 1A class. Number
Deep
7.
pass down the sideline. He has a guy. He underthrows it again, and I think this one's picked off.
That's going to be picked off by...
That's intercepted by Max Foster, number 23 of the Wildcats, in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Turnover. Wildcat football to end this game with a minute 22 left. Good hands by the young cornerback.
A couple of needs if North Decatur doesn't want to be a little stubborn here. They do still have 3 timeouts.
They still have all 3 timeouts. They're going to victory formation. They take a knee and see what North Decatur just wants to let the clock run.
Looks like they're going to show some sportsmanship. They're going to let this clock roll down.
Yep.
As the Wildcats, we will see you next Friday. Or, I don't know about a we, but...
Well, we're going to have 2 more kneels here before they run out this clock. 20 seconds left on the play clock, just under a minute left. We're going to have to kneel it 2 more times, assuming we don't take North Dakota doesn't take any timeouts.
Wildcats take on the Batesville Bulldogs for some sectional action this Friday.
Yeah,
in Batesville. Just
played them a week ago, and one of their better games of the year. I think final score was 48-6 or 48-7.
Something like that.
But they were missing quite a few important pieces, including their quarterback, who they now have gotten back. And so a rematch is always a difficult thing, especially against a conference opponent playing in sectionals at their place. So next week is going to be a big game for the Wildcats against Batesville. See if they can come up with the victory so they can come back here against Lawrenceburg in the second round of the sectionals. And that is the ball game, 30-6 Wildcats. prevail over the 1A, 4th-ranked North Decatur Chargers. Great game, well fought by both teams. Wish the Chargers luck in sectionals next week as they go against Greenwood Christian. And like I said, your Wildcats will be against Batesville. We thank you for joining us, 1-5 Productions. I know we had a couple technical difficulties tonight. We really apologize for that, but I hope you were able to watch the game. You were able to see it in entirety, whether you could hear it or not, and see your Wildcats in action. We'll see you again next week. I know that we will probably not be here because it is sectionals. However, there will be some coverage of this game. Make it out there if you can. So long, and good night by Nick Van Oven.